Hi, in this video, we will take a look into the basic layout of MS Excel along with some basic functions. As mentioned in the previous video, when you open a blank workbook, it looks something like this. Let's start from the top. On the top left, there is the Quick Access toolbar. It contains the option to toggle autosave on or off. This is followed by this floppy disk-like icon, which once clicked will save the file. This is helpful when you are working on a file and you want to save the file quickly in between your work. Of course, this is not required if you have autosave on. Then comes the undo and redo buttons, the functions of which we will discuss in depth in a later video. If you click on this button, you will get plenty of options like new, open, save, etc. This you can either turn on or off depending on what you require. For example, if you click on this email option, it will be added to the quick access toolbar and clicking it again will remove it. On the top right, you get your usual minimize, maximize and close buttons. In the middle, the name of the file is displayed. If you rename the file or save this file in another name, the corresponding name will be displayed here. Below the quick access toolbar, various tabs are available which contain their own set of options. These tabs are grouped into Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, etc. The various options in this corresponding menu are available in a place called Ribbon. When you are opening your Excel, if these ribbons don't show up, simply double click on any of the tabs and the ribbon will always show. Alternatively, you can use the down arrow in the far right corner to hide or display the menu option. Below the ribbon on the left hand side, a name box or address box is available. This name box acts as an address for the current active cell which is selected on the workbook. We will look into what is a cell in just a minute. To the right of the name box, a formula bar is present. Formula bar displays the formula and contents of the cell which is selected. To expand the formula bar, click on the down arrow on the far right of the formula bar, and to minimize the formula bar again, click on the same button which shows the up arrow at this time. Below the formula bar, you get alphabetical letters that denote the column heading. If you select a particular column heading, the entire column will be selected. Similarly, on the left, we get numbers. These numbers denote the row headings, and similar to the column headings, if you select a row heading, the entire row gets selected. The intersection of these rows and columns is called a cell, and a cell can be selected simply by clicking on the particular cell. Once the cell is selected, the address of the cell which you have selected appears on the address bar. The address of the cell contains the column heading followed by the row number. For example, the address D3 denotes the cell at the intersection of columns D and row 3. If we move to the bottom, different sheets labeled Sheet 1, Sheet 2 and Sheet 3 are available. To add new sheet, simply click on the plus sign next to the last sheet. To delete a sheet, right-click on the Sheet tab and select Delete option. You can also change the color of the sheet tabs by right-clicking on the Sheet tab and then selecting tab color and choosing the required color. If you want to see all the sheets at once, simply right-click here and the entire list will be shown and you can directly select the required sheet. You can use the same button to navigate between the sheets. On the right hand side at the bottom, we get the zoom adjuster. This adjusts the zoom level of the workbook. If you click on the plus sign, the size of the workbook increases, and to reduce the zoom level, you can click on the minus symbol. Apart from this, there are two scroll bars which are available at the right and at the bottom. These are used to navigate within the workbook. The vertical scroll bar is used to move the workbook in a vertical direction. In other words, to navigate up and down the workbook. You can either use the up and down buttons on either end of the scroll bar to navigate up and down, respectively, or you can click and drag the scroll bar directly up and down. Similarly, the horizontal scroll bar is used to move in horizontal direction, in other words, to navigate left and right. In the same way as the vertical scroll bar, you can either use the left and right buttons on either end of the scroll bar or directly click and drag the scroll bar to move the workbook. To enter data in a cell, simply select the required cell and start typing on the cell, and the typed characters start appearing on the cell. The same is displayed on the formula bar as well. As mentioned earlier, if you want to select a cell, you can simply click on the particular cell. If you want to select a particular group of cells, you can simply click on the first cell of the group and click and drag to the last cell in the group. To select all the cells in this sheet, you can either click on this arrow button on top left side of the sheet, or alternately, you can use the shortcut key Ctrl+A to select all the cells in a sheet. This entire file is called a workbook or an Excel file. To save this workbook, go to File, Save, or use the option Save As if you have already saved your file and want to save it in a different file name or format. For now, we will click Save and click on Browse. Here we will select the location where we want to save this file. For now, we will save it on the desktop. So click on the desktop icon. At the bottom, you can change the file name by simply clicking here and start typing. We will use the file name file1 for this workbook. Below the file name, you can select the file type in which you want to save this file. If you click on the drop-down menu, there are many file types available like Excel workbook, macro-enabled workbook, and even PDF format is available. For this example, we will save the file as an Excel workbook and then click on Save. The file will be saved in the selected location. That's all for this video, and see you in the next one.